Tonight, we're, of course, continuing our coverage on today's release of that DOJ report and the law enforcement response to the school shooting in Uvalde. It is a developing story, and it's got the attention of our media partners over at Texas Monthly. So I want to bring in Alex Samuels into our conversation. She's looked over today's report, again, for Texas Monthly. Alex, first off, I want to thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, I appreciate you having me.
So for our viewers who maybe are just tuning in tonight, maybe just turning on the TV, can you give us a recap of what you learned today from those documents, 575 pages that we got from DOJ today?
Yes, a lot to parse through, but today we saw for the first time, like you mentioned, a nearly 600-page report that represents probably the most comprehensive assessment of what happened that day in Uvalde. For one, the Justice Department blamed, quote, cascading failures of leadership, decision-making, tactics, policy, and training for the delayed law enforcement response that allowed a gunman to enter the school and remain there for 77 minutes before he was confronted and killed. Investigators also said that the most significant failure was the decision by local law enforcement to classify the incident as a barricaded standoff instead of an active shooter scenario, and the latter would have demanded instant and more aggressive action. But the report also included a lengthy to-do list of systemic improvements, like establishing a clearer chain of command structure at the scenes of mass shootings and adhering more strictly to school safety protocols. My understanding is that some of the report's recommendations have already been implemented, and in addition, several police officers in Uvalde have already been fired or have resigned.
Yeah, there have been, a number of incidents after the report, came out, even last year, preliminary reports about what went wrong. And to your point about a to-do list, about how we can move forward with this, we know that the Texas House of Representatives, they put together a committee to investigate the shooting at Robb Elementary. They released their own report that came out last July, right? Are there any major differences between what we saw released last summer and what we got our hands on today from the DOJ?
So the department's conclusions do mirror the finding of that report that you mentioned. It was done by a special committee of the Texas State House. The House report chronicled, again, both the dysfunction and circumstance that led to the delayed response. One thing I picked up on in the state report is that they cited a large range of factors unrelated to law enforcement that contributed to the sluggish response. For one, they noted the remote location of Uvalde and its proximity to a border crossing with Mexico. The State House report also said that things like low quality internet service and poor phone coverage, quote, led to inconsistent receipt of the lockdown notice by teachers. Additionally, some faculty and staff, and this is according to the State House report, again, did not initially take the intruder alert seriously because they were desensitized to the alert system. It was often triggered by frequent immigration-related police pursuits.
Yeah, there are so many nuanced, I think, bigger issues that contributed to the tragedy in Uvalde, and unfortunately, the lives that were lost were kind of collateral damage for what was already wrong before, and then this situation obviously shining a light on what could be done better. And to that point, when you comb through this report, keeping in mind that there are families on the other side of this, there are lives on the other side of this, is there anything that you read today that really stood out to you or really stopped you in your tracks?
Many of the more grim details from the federal report were already known, but the federal report, again, still is one of the most fullest, most detailed accounts that we have yet. One thing that stood out to me is that the report traces step by step how police officers first arrived at the school, but then quickly retreated in the face of gunfire. Because of that, the report was highly critical of Pete Arredondo, who has since been fired, but at the time led the Uvalde school system police force. Another big takeaway that stood out to me is just, again, how unprepared local authorities were. They were unable to keep the crime scene clear of contamination, and in the aftermath, also failed to give the families of the victims accurate information.
Yeah, so many emotions and so much frustration surrounding this, especially for the families who've been waiting a year plus, for this report and to kind of get a blueprint of where they can go forward and maybe try to heal and prevent this in the future. Alex, I should say, we are so thankful for your input today. I want to thank you for joining us. If you are at home and you'd like to read the full article from today's release on TexasMonthly.com, you can do so. We've also put a link for you up on our website, cbsnewstexas.com.